April 5th, 2023. Y'all have to forgive me today. I'm sweating real bad today. It's just one of them days, I guess. A lot of you know why I'm sweating and what's going on. What is y'all's thoughts on this stuff going on with Trump yesterday? Did you expect a big major riot to go on, or did you expect what happened? You know, he'd go in court, which is awful nice, ain't it, that they call you and tell you, hey, can you come in? No, we're not going to handcuff you. We're not going to, take a booking photo or nothing like that. We just need you to come in and say guilty or not guilty, and you can go on about your day. Wouldn't that be great if you got in trouble and they could do that? Most people nowadays just get straight to jail, don't they? But what's y'all's thoughts on it? Do y'all think that, like I think, it's just a publicity stunt, that's all it is. And the reason they were filing so many charges on them is they're just trying to get one to stick, plain and simple. That's why you see so many charges. It's looking like they're going to try to get this in court right during the primaries, right in there. They're going to try to get it into court, and they're going to try to probably stretch it out until the election. It's all smoke and mirrors, guys. I'm telling you, that's all this is. A lot of people, you'll see them now saying, I stand with Trump and all this and that. You're being played. I mean, don't for one second think that everybody that's involved in this doesn't know what's going on, right? They all know what's going on. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's a big game. When it's over, they'll talk real big on TV, and then when they close the door, they're patting each other on the back and counting their money, right? What does this do to Trump's elections? Running for election. Doesn't do anything. More than likely, what will wind up happening, DeSantis will announce he's running, and then we'll have a split ticket, and 4 more years of Democrats, right? That's more than likely what's going to happen here. Even if Trump took president today, it wouldn't fix what's wrong. We are too far gone. Everybody knows it. The government knows it. Everything's crashing, but they want you to keep going to work and paying your taxes, don't they? And keep buying stuff. That's their goal in all this. They want you to not know exactly what's going on and keep you out doing what you need to do so they can keep doing what they want to do. And then one day you're going to wake up and everything's going to be crashed, right? I saw somebody the other day on another video ask the creator of that video, do you think they'll warn us, before another country attacked us? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't give us no warning. Because, and even if they did, here's what they do. They would say, all right, we're expecting, let's just say New York City to get hit within 30 minutes, right? The rest of the country, go on about your day because it's not affecting you personally. Go on, keep going to work. These tornadoes that's happening, things like that. This big tornado down in Mississippi a couple days ago. I got a friend that, their school and community rates books and things to get down there. And it got me thinking, that's a great idea, right? You need books, you need learning, and you need all this. But you also got to start, these people don't have houses. They don't even have stuff to do. They don't even have jobs no more because everything's destroyed. I feel for them people down there. I feel bad for them. We saw during the pandemic, one thing the pandemic taught us is how selfish people are. You heard a lot of stuff that little Susie, little Johnny, they need to be in school, right? They need to be around their friends. They need to be able to go hang out with their friends. What do you think would happen if the world just completely flipped, right? And we're back in the 1800s and you're walking everywhere and you're staying at home all day. It's not going to go good. It is not. A lot of people's not built for that stuff no more. They can't handle it. They can't handle sitting at home. I knew somebody who could not stay, they told us that, stay at home for 2 weeks, right, in my area, which nobody did because everybody was considered essential employees except for school teachers and preachers. Still confusing on that one. I'm sorry, I'm pouring sweat here. Y'all know what's going on with me, but I'm sweating bad today. But, most people you used to hear, oh, I got to go to the hospital to get a vacation. I just work so much, right? I got to go be admitted in the hospital to get any time off. Well, then when they're told they can stay home for 2 weeks, they pitch a fit, right? Oh, no. Little Susie, little Johnny needs to be at school. I need to be able to go over here and hang out with my friends. I need to be able to go over here and go to town. It's going to be horrific to these people when SHTF happens, and there's nowhere to go. You have to stay at home, right? A lot of people can't handle that no more. We're not that type of society anymore. Everybody's hooked on these phones, on TVs, laptops, all that kind of stuff. It's going to get bad when that happens. When full-blown SHTF happens and people are forced to stay at home, bad things are going to happen. As far as I'm going to go, some of you know what I'm talking about. People nowadays are just not made to be able to, hey, I'm going to stay at home for 2 or 3 months. I don't want to be around nobody. We're just not made like that no more. We're not. I'm thankful that I grew up in the time frame I did, and my kids were right on the tail end. You know, they're grown now, they're in their 20s, but they're really the last generation that spent their time outside. I know some of you are going to say, no, that generation didn't. In my area, they did. You know, but our kids around here, they was raised on a mountain. They were raised to, you know, eat what's on your plate. They was raised that, and a lot of families around here raise their kids like that. And these kids now, I'm seeing them, you know, I watch, like, some of them play sports and stuff, but that's the only time they go outside, right? Their idea of going outside is from the house to the bus, or from the house to the car, and vice versa, right? That's their main time they get outside. They're not outside no more. A lot of adults are the same way. You know, a lot of adults right now ain't getting to go outside because they're having to work 2 and 3 jobs to pay the bills. Ridiculous, right? Ridiculous. We're going to do some videos, you know, about my grandparents. I would like to talk about them a little bit. It may, some stuff they did may be interesting to y'all. I don't know. They've just been heavy on my mind here lately, and I don't know why, but it's pushing on me that I need to, you know, get out there and talk about them a little bit. It may help somebody, or somebody may find it interesting, or somebody, you know, way overseas or something might look at it. But you know what? My grandparents did the same thing. That'd be pretty cool. But what's y'all's thoughts on this Trump stuff, right? What's your thoughts? Do you think it's all smoke and mirrors? Do you think it'll all get dismissed eventually? Or do you think they're just doing it to keep him from winning president? That's my thoughts. I think they know now they've got the ticket split. You know, and I want y'all to understand that even if Trump wins, DeSantis wins, it's not going to fix this overnight. It's not. Get that out of your head. We're witnessing the fall of America. We're living through it right now. We are living through the fall of America right now, whether you want to admit it or not. Just because you can still run over here to the Sonic and get you a milkshake, or go down to Lowe's and get you a 2-for-4 or something, doesn't mean that we're normal. Nope. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's a big game. Some people have woke up and realized what is going on, and they're understanding it, and they're preparing for it. Now's the time you need to be prepping. I've told you, it's too late to prep as far as getting things cheap and readily available. Now you're going to have to pay more, plain and simple, and some of the stuff you're going to need just not going to be there when you need them. But you need to get out there and get prepping the best you can. You know, I recommend very minimum, bare minimum, 90 days worth of food and water. Minimum. I'd prefer you to have a year or 2 years. And I know some of you are going to say, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. You know, I know times are tough. I'm not going to tell you, you know, if you're smoking, or if you dip, or if you drink, to quit doing that and put it on your preps. You know, I'm not going to do that, but that's something you can think about if you want to do like that. You know, maybe you're going out to eat 2 or 3 times a week. Save that money and go buy some preps with it. You know, food, water, things like that. Guys, I hope, every day I hope that the SHTF doesn't go full blown, right? We're in it now. We just don't realize it. We thought it would be like the movies overnight, but I don't see no way of stopping what's going on. I really don't. They're quiet on the banks, but yet they're still having issues with banks. You know, you've got all the stuff going on over in Russia and Ukraine. You've got the stuff going on here in America. You know, and another thing on this Trump deal, they're talking about Georgia may, you know, try to put some charges on them for interfering with the election, right? Here, if Georgia does that, this is my thoughts on it. What that tells me is we're going full communist, full communist. Why? Because that says if you protest something, you don't agree with something somebody else does, that is illegal now. That's where they're trying to get. You have to agree with what we're saying, right? If you don't agree with it, you're wrong. That's what's wrong with America. You know, you ought to be able to sit down with somebody you disagree with and have a conversation with them. And neither one of you leave with hurt feelings, right? Because you think you're right, I think I'm right. Why do you have to turn it into something huge, right? That's where we're heading. They're wanting you to, if you don't agree with this, you're wrong. You're a bigot. You're a racist. You're something, right? And that's not right. That's not how America was founded. We were founded to be able to disagree with each other. If I don't like what you're doing, I should be able to tell you. If you don't like what I'm doing, you should be able to tell me, right? That's what America's about. But we're not there anymore. Our government's not nowhere near what they wanted our government to be when they founded the country. Guys, we're fixing to be a third world country. Plain and simple. Let me know your thoughts on this Trump stuff here, though. You know, long video. Sorry, 9 minutes 30 seconds. Sorry it's long. You know, I got on here to get a video because it kind of riled me up when I was thinking about this. But guys, we're gonna get a video out about my grandparents this week. We may do a couple of them. I don't know. It's just I'm not getting a lot of videos right now because I'm supposed to be resting. I've told you I'm getting about an hour to 2 hours sleep, and then I'm waking up. And when I do go to sleep, if it's during the day, somebody wakes me up. So I'm keeping up with what's going on, and I'm sure all y'all are. If you're still watching and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I would love to hit 1,000 subs before the summer. I would love, June. It's never going to happen, but I would love it. Thank you to all y'all who have subscribed. Feel free to share any and all my videos. Protect yourself and your family at all times. You're the only person that can do it, right? Subscribe. Stay safe. Get prepped up. 10 minutes, 20 seconds. Sorry, guys. We'll get another video up maybe today, maybe tomorrow. It's just depending on how I feel. Thank you to everyone who's been commenting and checking on me and how I'm doing with my back and everything. Stay safe. Get prepped up.